Today I'm joined by Mansi. She is a young author, blogger, and a poet. Thank you, Mansi, for joining and welcome to the Prode.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure here to being here.
Okay, so before beginning, kindly give you a short introduction to our audience and kindly share with us that what are the works that you have done.
Okay, hey all. I am Manasi. I'm an author, blogger, poet, reviewer, and a reader always. So I have published two books, self-published them. The first one is The Cousin's Crime, and the second one is Why Ignore Them. I have written several blogs. I have my own blog and YouTube channel on which I have shared my articles, and some of them have been featured in newspapers and magazines. And I'm on the journey of writing and exploring the world through reading and writing.
Okay, so what inspired you to write a book at such a young age and what was your biggest source of motivation?
Okay, so honestly, I didn't mean to write a book. Like, I didn't decide that I had to write this specific book because it was the day of 14th May. It was a very normal evening, actually. And suddenly I had a sensation. So I just grabbed a book, a pen, and I started scribbling, like literally scribbling. Because then, after a few days, few weeks, I had my book ready with me. And I didn't know what I was going to do with. I didn't know why I did it, but all I knew is that I have a script ready with me. And the motivation, if you would say, it was Enid Blyton because she was the first author with whose writing I fell in love with, and so that gave me the inspiration to write. And of course, my family, they're always reading something, so it all came from when I was a very young girl, and so it has bloomed into my writing right now.
Okay, great. So tell me of something about your first book, Why Ignore Them, and what is it all about?
Okay, so why ignore them? This is a non-fiction book. It discusses the nine ignored but crucial world problems. Like I have researched on the nine issues that are very crucial actually and are causing great crisis, but still we are not paying attention to them as much. So like the first one here is religious conflicts. So religious conflicts, like for example, Hindu and Muslim, it's causing a great crisis in this world, but we are not doing much things to resolve the issues, and that is causing a great crisis in our world today. So like this, I have penned down nine ignored but crucial world issues that need attention, and that's what this book is about. It also gives the solutions, what we can do to resolve these issues.
Okay. Okay, so I want to ask you that you talked about religious conflict. So, do you think that any political party in specific is doing a good job in handling these things, or you see this as that everyone is on the same track and they don't want this issue to be resolved? How do you see this?
Honestly, I'm not into politics, so I can't say. But on humanitarian basis, we all are humans. So I'm talking as of a whole level. Like we all humans, no political parties, but we as humans aren't taking care of this, and even not only the conflicts, but of the earth as whole. We are causing global warming so much that it's harming us, and we are not even thinking of a future. Like what will happen to this planet? There's no other planet to reside on as of yet. So how are we going to live, survive further? And we are causing so much damage, but we aren't taking care of it. And that's what I don't mean to say about any political party, but like on a common level, like humans.
Great. Okay, so like why do you decided to write a book and on this topic? How much time did it take, and like what all are the things that you researched for?
Okay. Like I didn't get any inspiration to write, but I was working on a project from the past 2 years on indoor air pollution, and so I thought of like these issues are being ignored, and I should be the one at least who can make these issues come to the big screen. Like at least I can make people aware because I'm at school level. I can make people aware and tell them about this. So that's why I've penned down these issues, and I hope people will take a message from this my words, and then we can just save our planet.
Okay, so like how much time did it take to write this whole book, and when did you started working on this?
My first book was The Cousin's Crime, and Then after the cousin crime, subsequently I wrote this book. It took me a few weeks at the most, and then the publishing also took me another few days or weeks. So in all, it was a matter of a month, maybe. Yeah, because it was first of all due to the lockdown, as we had school holidays also, so I had time to kill. That's why I like almost all day I spent on my books and writing. So that's why it happened on a like really quick. So it almost took me a month.
Okay, great. So kindly share something about your first book, The Cousin's Crime, and what is it all about? And like how difficult is it to switch from a fiction to a non-fiction? Because your first book was, I guess, The Cousin's Crime.
Sure, yes. The Cousin's Crime was my first book, and I'm a great lover of mysteries, and especially the Nancy Drew, the Three Investigators, and all of those. So when I that gave me the inspiration to write, and the Cousin's Crime is the main protagonist in the book is Krisha Batra. She's a 17-year-old teen. She's a tomboy and she just loves reading and writing and solving mysteries. So I have written about this contest, the Summer Detective Contest. So this contest, she wins this contest, and that's how she gets to be a detective. And the whole book revolves around a donut mystery, like someone is vandalizing the bakery, and Krisha has only 3 days to find out who the criminal is. And along with Krisha is a brother, Arav Batra. He's very supportive, is very loving. And at the beginning, I meant to portray him as a sidekick, but in the end, he ended up being more than a sidekick. So the Cousin's Crime is full action packed, and I don't think it will ever disappoint the reader.
Okay, so tell us something about the challenges that you have gone through in your journey, in your publishing journey, and what's your assessment of the literary industry?
Okay. Challenges, I wouldn't say I faced that much challenges. And even if I did, they were fun to take on, because if you could just reach out and grab the thing that you want, it wouldn't be as much fun. Like, hey, everyone could do it. So challenges are actually a fun part. And I like to learn new things. So when I started the book, as I told you, I had no idea why am I doing this, and I never meant to write a book. But then I learned about it. I learned about publishing. That was a challenge, learning the whole thing, learning how to do it, what's the best way to do it. It all took time, so that can be a challenge, but I just went through it and it was fun. It was a fun journey, writing, then publishing, then promoting the book. It was all fun to take on.
Okay, so at last, what advice do you have for the young budding authors who are waiting to enter this industry?
Okay, so first I would like to say is that you should never give up. You should just keep trying. And when you're just starting out, even though you think all your articles, all your writing is very, very amazing, of course, to the writer, his writing is the best. But then when you get out, you try to promote it to the people, try to publish it in the magazines and newspapers. That's when you realize that, okay, you need to improve in this area. So, and that many I think many people will just give up. Oh, I can't do this. But that's not the way this world works. You should just keep trying, even though you're not successful at the first attempt, second attempt, even the third attempt. You should just keep on going. And then I would like to share is that no, there's no age to pursue your dream. There's no age as such, because if you like doing something, you can do it right now. And when you just start young, there's whole life ahead in front of you to pursue that. So starting young is a very good option. And then last, I would like to share is that you should keep reading always, because reading, you never know when reading will come handy for in your life. So you should always keep reading. And then when you're writing for writers, I would like to share is that whatever comes in your mind, just pen it down, just grab a notebook and write it down, because even the scenes which you're not never going to use in your book or your article, just write it down, because writing clears your mind. And honestly, it has helped me a lot. Writing everything down makes the mind calm also, and it just knows like what we have to do next. So keep reading, keep writing, and always keep trying, don't give up.
Okay. So, guys, this was Mansi. She was Mansi and doing all the great things at just the age of 14 years. So, congratulations, Mansi, and thank you for joining.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
Thank you.